What up? What up? It's your boy, Legend of God, Crib Talk, another episode, bringing you a reaction from my boy Charleston White. We're gonna go ahead and check this out. It's an interview he did the other day. Um, it was on Street Therapy podcast. So he did this. I didn't watch it. I just seen a piece, bits and segments of it. But we're gonna go ahead and check it out, and we're gonna chime in on some things that he was saying as we watch the video. So let's get into it. Before we get started, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. I know I've been gone for a minute, man. Life has been life, and let me say that it's been a lot of things going on in my day to day, man. Like personally, it's been a lot, but I'm almost through the storm, so we're gonna keep on trailing and keep on going, man. Appreciate everybody who's been patient, waiting on me to get back. Like I said, the Discord that will be up and running soon. I haven't had time to really devote to any of that stuff in the present moment because of certain situations, personal issues. I just won't divulge into, but we are back. We're gonna try to keep this ball rolling, and we're gonna try to give y'all content. Like y'all know how I do. I like to get in here and do my thing. So let's get into it. I fast forward a little bit because I wanted to get to a certain point. I wanted to talk about a certain point that he was making inside the video, and that I feel as though a lot of the youth need to, and then people in general, the new generation need to take heed to, and really listen. Now, y'all might have your own personal opinions on Charleston White. Y'all might have your own personal reasons why you like him, you don't like him. This is not here there for we to say, oh, we like this person, we don't like this person. It ain't about that. It's just a certain message in here that I want to pinpoint and get to that I feel as though is necessary for people to hear, just to bring your awareness to it. But as far as your personal opinions on how you feel about it, that's neither here nor there. But let's go ahead and get into it, and we're going to get some commentary as we watch the video.
Light on and you can't borrow no money from nobody. Man, you just talking. And as we transition,
Let's back it up a little bit.
good and your gas light on. Man, ain't no one word you believe God good and your gas light on and you can't borrow no money from nobody. Man, you just talking.
Why it's lagging?
And as we transition into the future, do you think we will be able to revitalize the minds of black people as we transition, as far as like the younger demographic of people? No. No. There won't be no revival. It don't get better, it gets worse. It has to come to an end so something new can come about. Unless there's a war in America, I can see nothing that would ever change the trajectory of America, whether that's a civil war or a foreign war. Right now, politically, we're at the brink and the verge of a civil war politically between the Democrats and Republicans with Trump. We're at a civil war. That's just politically. Nationally, there are 99 different tongues in America, and nobody is adhering to America's old custom and traditions, but the old white Americans. So we divided as a nation. There won't be an attack from the outside. It'll be from within, just like the 9/11 attack. So who's prepared for it? Surely not black people. We're the only group that's trying to have fun in today's atmosphere and climate. Everybody else is preparing for what's to come.
I would say there's some truth into what he's saying. I don't know if y'all feel it. It's a shift in the atmosphere. It's a shift in energy far as everything that's going on, man. You walk down the street, you could just feel the energy. You could feel the vibe of something looming, something negative, something that's about to happen. Like you could feel everybody on edge about something. And only people who's acting like nothing matters and stuff like that, you would say it would be more of, our culture, our people, um, who's turning a blind eye to certain things. And I'm not saying people are unaware of it, but it seems like they act like, you know, that things can't happen, and they don't see things for what they are. The country is in a high critical state right now, all around on all levels. You know what I mean, on all circuits. So to to really turn a blind eye on what's going on out here, you doing yourself a disservice. You know what I mean? We got to start waking back up and seeing what's going on. But I believe that it's truth in what Charleston saying about you know we on the brink of a civil war, because you could definitely notice there's something going on. If you don't understand, you better get right and understand, get some information, and wake up and see things for what they are, because we not living in good days. We living in some bad times right now.
So our children have no survival skills, no survival tactics. They don't even know how to take the bean out the bean bag in the cabinet and put it in a white styrofoam cup with some dirt and put it in the window and pour water in it and watch it grow. So you keep that in school no more. And that's mainly because the gratification plays this generation. Indoctrination starts in the classroom. They're indoctrinated to be docile robots. They're indoctrinated.
Oh man, he about to hit the nail on the head. Now this is what I was saying about this. This is the reason why I wanted to get on here and talk and do this, because they are this generation. I'm sorry. I got a son. He 8, right? And beyond him is just every child that I see out here in this day and age. This is the lost generation. We living in the lost generation. They don't know how to do anything, man. They're computer program processors. Like, they don't know anything or how to do anything. Really, they attention spans are the worst. They are having they're having all these struggles that we as kids we didn't have, man. I'm not saying I'm old, but I'm in my 30s, so I remember back when the time when it was a simpler time when we were kids. We didn't have technology that ran us and controlled every single element of our lives, man. We was able to express ourselves and be kids, you know what I'm saying? And we had to worry about all that extra stuff, man. It's like soon as, and you know who made this? The government and all these people made this technology, and they threw this in our faces. And it seems like our culture, primarily, not saying every race, has got integrated into technology and stuff, but as far as our culture, it's like these days, these new generation of kids, they cannot live without it. It's everything that we have access to, they have access to, and it's making them a weaker generation because they have no survival skills at all. You know what I mean? They're just a weaker breed, and it's a little bit frightening. You know what I'm saying? To know that they are living these days with this type of mentality. Because where are we going in the future? They won't have a future, and this future is not looking promising. So I think he made some points on that. That's valid. You feel me? These kids is outrageous, man.
To be like this. What are we doing at home to counter or to counteract what's been done to us? If we say
It's
homosexuality
lagging a little bit.
is being portrayed and propagated and projected to our children, what are you doing to counter that attack? Nothing. They can go in their room with their cell phones at nighttime and look up whatever porn site they know how to spell. We used to have to go look under the bed, in the closet, to try to find
Right.
porn. Today's children,
Facts.
all they have to do is think and imagine, envision, and type it into a phone, and it comes to life to them. How do you shield your children from that? We're supposed to protect
Mm.
what they see, protect what they hear, and protect what they say. And we not.
And it's harder and harder every day. It's like it's kind of feel like sometimes you fighting a losing battle because you try to protect them from all these things and from what they see, what they hear. You throw them in these schools. You throw them in these schools, and my kid he go to a public school. You know what I mean? Public, private, whatever. But a lot of these schools, definitely the school he goes to, the whole mainly all the staff is women, females. You dig what I'm saying? The whole staff is predominantly women, and nothing wrong with that. You know, a lot of females are educators. Shout out to all the teachers out there. I'm not trying to throw them under the bus or under the bandwagon at all. But what I'm saying is, by him going to that school, he's introduced to a lot of things that he shouldn't be seeing and doing and hearing and stuff like that. But we can't control that. You know, a lot of times, these days, I feel like the best solution would be to put him in a homeschooling if you can't afford private school or stuff like that. If your circumstances, but homeschooling, you have a lot of homeschooling now that you can get the kids into, but how could you protect them from these kids are looking and seeing everything and they're introduced to all these things. So when they see that, they're constantly with their friends and they're showing them other things and putting that up in their head. Um, so they are getting introduced to things at a fast rate and they don't even understand what just being a kid is no more because they're trying to catch up and see all these things that are not kid like, for kid purposes, for child purposes, and that's why they're growing up with a lot of mental issues and unstable. Because how do you protect your child when you try to keep them away from that? But it's in everything, like you said. You got a cell phone. It's in everything. You could just put that in the phone, and they say no, boom, that pop up. They say no, boom, you can see that. You can see that. How do you protect your child from, being involved in that and seeing that type of stuff?
Them in the room with their phones. No parental advisory, guidance over their phones or nothing. We don't even know what they listen to when they walk around with the earplugs, the earpods on. When you say something to them and you like, do you hear me? And they gotta say, nah. You don't even know what they're listening to. What defense mechanism that you have for that in place to say that this is gonna get better? It says it takes a village to raise a child. Everybody got a village for our children. We got a hood. And in the hood, don't know everybody mind their business. If kids over there fighting, they ride by and act like they ain't fighting. They act like they don't care. If Ray Ray kills Tay Tay, Ray Ray gets to hide out in the hood with complete refuge under the no snitching law. But he done killed Tay Tay, Mama Baby. And the same people who know Ray Ray to kill Tay Tay know Tay Tay Mama who over here crying, and they sitting in silence watching this woman suffer while he on the run in our community, and nobody giving him up. Nobody has more refuge than a murderer in the black community. Everybody else is giving up. So I asked the
He
black
said that.
community,
Just said
what does
R.I.P.
murder look like
No
when you
effects.
got one side of coin saying free my nigga who killed somebody, and on the other side you got rest in peace my nigga. How can we heal when we divide it at that? Uh, Mo 3 works hard to get killed. Yeah, yeah, Mo 3 works hard to get killed. Yellow Bees and them wasn't no gangster niggas. They was playing Pretty Boy, Flyby, Fly Boys. Mo 3 was playing gangster if you listen to his lyrics. Everybody in the city know Mo 3 has something to do with Yellow Beezy's caught up in him almost losing his life, and he immediately went to the studio and made a song and said, "Yeah, after I shot up your truck, I went and got my dick sucked." And you still shooting up where they at, and you making songs saying you can't come outside. It's almost a lose-lose situation for Yellow Beezy because he's involved, he's intertwined in the culture. And if he don't do nothing, then the culture is gonna say, "Oh, we're not listening to your music no more. You ain't no gangster. You ain't no street nigga. You ain't no killer." And then when most Reed getting killed for having all these deaths, it's a lot of deaths around him. It's a lot of mothers cried because of him. So
No, facts.
everybody heartbroken. And the sad thing about it is, he was raised in church. Yeah, he was raised in church. You can hear him crying out to God in that song before he got killed. It's a very powerful song. You can hear him crying out to God. So yeah. The culture causes us to fight against what we know our parents have taught us. Sometimes the culture is more stronger and more influential than the home life, than the upbringing.
And I would say that the culture is trash, bro. If this is the best we can do, if this is the best we got to offer our future generations, is this the best we got to do for ourselves and our mentality? If this the best we can do is wear the ice and the chains and you know what I'm saying, shoot guns and talk and make death and make diss records to get people killed and this is the best that we got to offer and do the drugs and, you know, pull out the sticks and you know what I mean, do the videos with the sticks and talk about how many people you killed and how many bodies you got, then there's no culture at all. There's nothing in this culture that says this is fruitful and it's going to multiply. Nothing about this culture that's going to be uh, appealing. It's like we are attracted to trauma, and that's something I want to reiterate on. I'm not gonna let this video go too long, but it's like straight up, we are the most lost generation. We are the most lost people, and they are glorifying trauma. It's like we love that. We love the trauma. We love the drama. We love the, you know what I'm saying, gold in our mouth, the, you know what I'm saying, dressing all this. What culture is this, man? What culture is this? And we still got this cool mentality where we playing boo boo the fool. You feel me? Meanwhile, white man looking at you. And I'm not saying that they don't have their own issues and they ain't got, you know, their own hoods and, you know, this and that, but we can't be focused on none of that. And this is not black or white or anything, but we got to pay attention to what's going on in our culture, man, and in our times and what is going on. They bringing technology in. They got all these AI, Chat GPT. They got all these technology where, like I said, the kid can go in there and got these things, and if they don't have it, now he getting clowned in school. You ain't got the new of this. You ain't got the new phone. You ain't up on things. You ain't getting likes on social media. You ain't on social media. You not on TikTok. You not on this and that, and you not getting none of this buzz on here. Now you putting all this pressure on this kid. This is a child, man. This child should not feel as though he's feeling all this pressure, social anxiety, because he has to conform to something that they don't. The other people who's talking to them, they just following what everybody else doing. They don't even know what they doing. On top of that, so why should that child be victimized and be talked down upon to follow another idiot? You know, to do something else that's going to cause trauma, that's going to cause hurt, and that's going to cause pain. And if they not with it these days, and they just looking like, you know what I'm saying? You're an outcast, and you know you'll become socially alienated. But when you start to teach the real, it's like, can we get back to a space where people are seeing things for what they is, not for what you want them to be? And everything has its time and its place. It's like I try to teach my son, it's not your time, it's not your place. So stay in your place as a kid of your age and of your caliber. You gotta stay in these times. They think they want to be grown, they want to do all this, but if they was grown, like I tell them there tomorrow, you couldn't handle half of what is going on. You couldn't deal with walking in my shoes. Feel like on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? Like I was having some car trouble and stuff like that. I'm out there putting in pumps, and I'm out there putting in radiators and fixing up this and fixing up that. They wouldn't even know where to start. They don't even have the physical strength to do these jobs. You know what I mean? So it's like everything has its place and its time. You can't just jump over things in these lessons just because, oh, I've seen something, I've heard something, I think I'm here now. It don't work like that. And when you do, you notice that you're gonna hit bumps in the road, and you're gonna wonder why life is giving you those hard lessons, because you can't just jump over just because you heard something, just because you seen something. That don't mean that you are experienced for whatever that you are looking at or whatever you are hearing. It just means you heard it. It just means you've seen it, and it just means that you are in a position or a space that you're not ready for, but you want to jump the line and do it anyway. And when you do that, you get hurt every time. So I just wanted to do that. We're gonna come back for part two, man, on the podcast. You tuned in with your boy Religion. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like to the channel. We're gonna keep on rocking and rolling, man. Coming back for part two. Gang.